50 Cent Worst Savage Moments. Hello and welcome back to another video here on Celeb Sector. 50 Cent has always been a controversial figure in the music industry, starting with his beef with Ja Rule in the late 1990s. 50 has always been a controversial figure. Here in this video, we take a look at 50 Cent's worst savage moments. Stay tuned! 50 Cent's song passes the whole rap industry. In 1999, 50 Cent was eager to drop his debut album, Power of the Dollar, on Columbia Records, but the project was stuck in development hell with no release date in sight. It was eventually shelved. 50 had an idea that would help create a buzz for himself. With poke of track masters on the boards and a cameo from the mad rapper aka Derek D. Angeletti, 50 created How to Rob, a controversial track on which he raps about robbing some of the biggest names in rap, including Diddy, Jay-Z, Lil Kim, Busta Rhymes, Will Smith, Missy Elliott, Mason, and many others. Although 50 said that he created the song as a joke, it prompted ire among his rap peers. Imagine passing an entire industry with a song. Only 50 Cent is gangsta enough to do that. Tierra Mary case. If you remember the 50 Cent and Tierra Mary sex tape row in which 60 Cent reportedly shared a picture of Mary giving neck to millions of his followers to see. According to various news outlets, 50 Cent reposted the image on his page in a savage manner, saying this reality TV stuff is going too far. What are you doing this for? It is believed that 50 Cent had a big problem with Mary, but even if he did, this was a bit overboard. Anyway, the picture was a huge controversy, and Tierra Mary held an emotional press conference and went public with her lawsuit against 50 Cent. Now Mary hired Hall of Fame popular Hollywood lawyer Lisa Bloom. Now here's the gangsta moment. 50 Cent reportedly knew the lawyer's mother, and when he was being sued by Mary, it made it so funny because 50 Cent was cool with the lawyer's mother, and he even said this. Lisa Bloom, don't let me tell your mom, and he posted a picture of him and her mom. Ultimately, the case was closed without any charge against 50 Cent. Mocks Ja Rule and Murder Inc. on Life's on the Line. Like we mentioned earlier, the bad blood between 50 and Ja Rule has stretched well over 2 decades and shows no signs of dissipating. Their beef started sometime in 1999 after Ja was robbed at gunpoint for his chain in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Apparently, the culprit was purportedly a friend of 50. Their feud soon started heating up when 50 dropped the single Life's on the Line from his shelved debut album Power of the Dollar in October of 1999. Although 50 doesn't mention Ja by name, he did mock his label's signature Marta chant, which gave fans a clue of his intended target, challenging the New York Police Department. When it comes to beef, 50 Cent is not afraid to get down and dirty with his adversaries. Case in point, 50 Cent versus the New York Police Department. Back in 2018, 50 jumped on Instagram and boldly proclaimed that the NYPD are the biggest gang in New York. This prompted former Deputy Inspector Emmanuel Gonzalez during roll call to reportedly tell his fellow officers to shoot him on sight, referring to the Queens rapper. 2 years later, Gonzalez was transferred to the NYPD's Auxiliary Police Section, which reportedly is considered a demotion from his former position, much to 50's delight. In March of this year, reports surfaced that Gonzalez reportedly was looking to sue 50 Cent for defamation. Clowns Rick Ross for being a correctional officer. 50 Cent has warred with several rappers in his illustrious rap career, including Rick Ross. According to Rose, the beef started after 50 looked at him the wrong way at the 2008 Bet Hip Hop Awards. Ross then went on to diss the Queens rapper on his 2009 song Mafia Music. In response, 50 vowed to ruin Ross's rap career for the fun of it, after photos and documents surfaced of him being a Florida correctional officer. 50 released several controversial cartoons dubbed Officer Ricky, aimed at the Miami rapper via his website thisis50.com. Although Ross would later admit that he did work as a correctional officer, he brushed off 50's brickbats and nicknamed him Curly. So, as you've seen, 50 Cent has savagely feuded with other rappers in the industry, and it's for this reason he's probably not well liked by others in the rap world. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.